Hey everybody, it's Margitt. Welcome to my next video. Today I'm going to be talking about surrendering and the polarities within that. A couple of weeks ago I was trying to make a video really hard on polarities. It just seemed, it was so in my face and it seems like it's everywhere I was looking. Just two extremes, and it really got in my face when one day it was like, like below zero and it was dumping snow here in Michigan, and then 2 days later it was 48 degrees and people were wearing shorts out in the park. And it just seems like we've experienced so much polarity in our life over the past year. It just keeps getting louder and louder, and kind of like, where do I fit in that, or how do I sit in that? And I was moving into the word of surrendering, and the video just never came out. There were things that I wanted to add, there was things that I wanted to cut out, so I kept redoing it, and the time just kept going on and on and on. And then when I figured out that I was doing it right, I had the right video, it was perfect. I didn't even record it. I didn't even push the button. And so then I kept pushing myself, and I'm talking about surrendering and I'm not even doing it. And so it just got me so frustrated, and I was leaving for Florida the next morning. I hadn't packed. There were so many things that I wanted to do. I was just like, that's it. So I ended up in the shower that night, and I'm like, Margitt, you're talking about surrendering in this video, and you're not even doing it. Like, the video wasn't right. It was not supposed to be made. Like, you have to experience surrendering, and you're not doing it right. So it really, really got my attention in ways that I surrender when it's easy, in ways I surrender when it's hard. And the polarities, it's like sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. So we went to Florida and it was easy. It was like we're driving, flying into the unknown. We have no idea why we're going there. And it's just, everything was just lining up. We just kind of like surrendered into it, and it was just kind of like there was little breadcrumbs that we followed, and we had a fantastic experience. And then I come home and there's things that I want to hold on to. There's like, I just want to hold on to it. It's comfortable. It's who I am. It's my part of my identity. And I have to let it go, and I don't want to. I mean, there's a couple birthdays that are coming up that there's ways that I want to celebrate it that are just not going to happen. That was in the old world. It just is not going to happen like that now. And it makes me very, very sad. It's an old part of me that is sad, and it took me days to get out of this sadness, and it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy just to like let it go and see what's going to happen, because I didn't want to. And so it came to me to this video that I have for you today, that even in surrender there are extremes, there's polarities. There's times where it's very easy. It's like you're in the unknown, and you start playing with it. You start playing with the void. You start listening better. You start, everything is just synchronicity. You start, following the breadcrumbs, and it's like magic, and it's just like it all comes together, and there's no worries, no fear, and you're just jumping and soaring, right? And then there's other times where you need to let something go and surrender to it, that it's going to be okay. I'm just like, no, I don't want to let this one go. I don't want to see the magic, what might happen when I let it go. It's like you can't even think about it because it hurts too much. The grief is too much. The loss is too much. And so I'm out of that now. I really felt it. Like that really bothered me about how we were going to celebrate. And I really had to let it go. And I felt it, and I was sad, and went to bed really early. I was just exhausted. And even though I have all these tools, it's like I still had to feel it. I had to feel it. I had to cry. I had to journal. I had to let it, feel it deeply, and let it go. And now that I'm surrendering into it, I can see that this is all magic. It's all divine. So even in surrendering, the easy and the hard is all divine. It's all a process. It's whatever it is for you. Know that it's perfect. Know that we're all going through this. You are not alone. We are letting so much go. And we cannot be this person that's holding on in this new earth, this forwardness that we're going into. We cannot be bringing it with us. And so just knowing that sometimes it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but we're all in this together, and we just need to continue to stay in the flow. And when we are, it can be very, very magical. So be good to yourself. We're all being tested. The energies have been really heavy for myself, and knowing that we're all going through this, and to be aware of that we all are going through it. Some of us fight it a little bit longer, a little bit tougher, and some of us it's easy. So whatever it is for you, it's perfect. Use your tools, support one another, love each other, and let's surrender together in whatever way it looks like, to see what this new world is going to look like for us. I love you, and I hope this inspires you in some way. Actually, you are helping me evolve, because making these videos is challenging, and it allows me to look at things that I don't want to look at too. And so I'm able to grow from making this. So thank you so much for watching, because this is part of my process. And thank you for coming on this journey with me. I love you, and until next week, take care.